to all you guys out there that enjoy Start Your Engines. I am Justin, he is Seth.
Hi.
How we doing tonight, folks? I hope well. We got a lot to get into in a short time to get it done. Sometimes a half hour so is not enough time to get it done, but we somehow get it done. So let's get it going.
Alrighty. I think one of the things that we could talk about first is what one heck of a finish over there in Kansas, right? I was not expecting Chase to be there at the end, to be honest with you, with him starting 10th and working his way up with fresh tires. I'm like, there's no way that he's going to come back. And if you were to look at the show that we had a while ago or last week, I said Toyotas would run the show, and they sort of did. Denny Hamlin did really well, really led laps, and since it wasn't for power steering, I don't know what could have been. No one knows what could have been, but for Chase Elliott to pull through, I think that really shakes up the standings. And congratulations to my man Justin. He's a big Chase Elliott fan. He got to see the old number 9 win on Sunday, as well as they sound the siren. So that's really exciting for him.
Yes. Um, I want to dive into that later in the show, but what I want to dive into is something near and dear to my heart. Um, you know, I say this every time I scream, every time Seth and I get going, but this channel and this racing content you see most of the time on this channel, I have raced my way into the winner's circle. You want to help me explain what I'm talking about, Seth?
Yeah, I think what he's talking about is he's just really grateful for everyone and everyone's support, and he thinks he's in the winner circle because of all the support that you guys give him, and he's won when it comes to racing, and being able to do this with him, I'm glad that I could share it with him, and it means the world to me, and it means the world to him, and I'm gonna do this as long as I can to help a brother out and make sure he could keep going the victory lane and what he wants to do and what he wants to achieve.
Actually, that wasn't where I was going with that, but thank
Oh,
you.
yeah, of course.
Uh, I I have won an award, and publicly I want to say thank you to everyone that sticks around. But back to the regular scheduled program. Uh, so Case Elliott won the race. Danny Hamlin had his own set of issues, and you know, if Danny Hamlin didn't have any issues, what if we saw that close finish? That's a question I have for you.
I It's like if he didn't have issues, what would we have expected?
Yes.
I think it would have been a lot. Um, yes, I read the chat. I really appreciate we read the chats. I apologize, you got a little sidetracked, but yeah, if Denny didn't have his issues, I think it would have been a lot further of a race to achieve, right? That brought the overtime, and that really helped a lot too. But Denny had the fastest car. Okay, he had the fastest car of the weekend, and if he didn't have issues, I think that definitely would have been a different kind of race.
Yeah, so let's see what people are saying in the chat since they are asking us to read the chat. Seth, do you want to read some of the comments?
Yeah, A lot of people say hi. Nicole says hi. Jamie Lynn says hi. Uh, Penguino says hi. Yes, we read the chat. Hello, everybody. We really appreciate you joining us tonight. If you got any questions related to NASCAR talk or whatever, Justin and I are more than willing to answer your questions, and we could elaborate on that and try to have a little good conversation going.
Yeah. Um, my my thoughts on, let's get down and serious for a moment here. Um, the the wreck we saw with the 38 car. What a I'm glad he's okay. Um, I don't know what you, for the first time in several weeks, we were apart watching that race. So, what was your reaction when you saw that wreck happen?
Ultimately, my whole focus went to the driver. Zane Smith is he's a very talented driver, and I would have never guessed at Kansas Speedway that you would get into an incident like that. And after NASCAR puts all of the technology, all of the stuff that they do to try to keep the car on the ground, and for this to continue to happen is really scary. Um, I don't know what else to say. The only thing I was really concerned about was him ultimately. I was shocked when I saw it on the TV for the first time. I saw it before they threw the caution. Like, what was that? Like, you just didn't really think anything of it until, oh, wow, he's literally on the wall. I have never seen that in my entire life. Um, I'm glad he's okay. And it looked the flips are the violent part, right? When you flip, that's a violent part. Zane was like, okay, me on the wall that actually didn't do much to me. It was the flipping over and over at a slower speed. That's you getting slammed into the car. So I'm glad he's okay, and I hope we don't see anything like that in the future.
Yeah. Um. So on on that note, that's all I want to say on that. Man, what a good run uh for Bubba Wallace.
Yeah,
I I want to dive into if you feel like he's going to win his way into the next round.
I would be really impressed. Bubba has a lot of speed. What's been happening with him is he's been getting a lot of speed from the just over the last couple of weeks, and he had a shot over in Kansas, right? And I think looking at his organizational standpoint, of course Denny's going for the win, but that took both of them out and caused a Chevy to ultimately win. So if we're looking at the Roval, I think Bubba may do well, but I don't think he has to go up against SVG to win. Like, think about that. I really think that's gonna be really tall to ask for.
Yes. Um, and it looks like our good buddy Blake has
Yep.
wrote something in chat.
Yeah, he went to the Kansas race on Sunday, and he saw the wreck live, and I can not only imagine seeing the wreck live and not and trying to fathom what just happened. It's nothing. I've never seen a car alongside the wall ever, like that.
Yeah.
So
Unless it's unless it's Herbie.
unless it's Herbie, I saw a video of someone making a joke about that. That's hilarious, but in all honesty, that is insane.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got to go to the race, Blake. I hope it was good.
Yeah. Um so what what do you think we can expect? Safety is um first and foremost on everyone's mind when you race. For those that don't know, when there is a record out, I was talking with someone off camera, and I said that that car should go to the R&D center. I was explaining that to my mom. Um, for those of you that don't know what the R&D center is, they take it back and they look at what they could improve to do better safety wise and break down what happened in the wreck.
Yeah, I think one of the things that they're going to look at is where's their malfunction? Was there some sort of thing that they create inside the car? Even the smaller details that even the most knowledgeable race fans are, just even the smallest amount of detail that helps to keep these cars on the ground, they're first going to look at was there a malfunction with the safety procedures that they install in these cars, and work around through there. So I definitely think that the R&D center is a really good idea for them to do with the car. That's the only purpose of that is to improve racing quality and improving racing safety.
Yes. Um, and you know, for those of you that say, boy, these guys know what they're talking about, we do our best. We're two human beings. We make mistakes, and I want to say thank you for tuning in through Start Your Engines. And so, with that, jump into that thingy. Man, again, um, I I didn't get to see the race because I was somewhere else, so Seth can take it from there.
Yeah. So, sup, Leo? Thanks for joining. Yeah, if you got any racing questions, please drop them in the chat. We'll talk about it. So, going on to the Xfinity Series side, I just want to say, holy smokes, what a race for Brandon Jones! I'm so happy for him. I'm so proud of him. I haven't seen the amount of speed that he once had in the last couple of years, and just to see him finally do it again, it's bittersweet. It's very fun to watch him. He's a young driver. He's gonna get better. I don't think he's at the racing quality of Cup Series level, but he's always been really fun to watch on the Xfinity side, and I think that this will give him a lot more motivation and give him a lot of momentum as we close out the season.
So, do you think he's going to win a couple more races with the speed he has? Because it might take a win to win it in all three series. In Phoenix.
Yeah,
Kind of forgot about that.
it can all come down to one race, and I think he brought speed when he should have. I think that's a really good time for him. I think the mile and a halfs have always been good for JGR. It's gonna be really interesting to see what he does for um, in the Roval next weekend or this weekend, and see if he keeps the momentum up. But ultimately, the main guy, the guy that everyone's thinking about, talking about, Connor Zilich, finishing second, right behind him. You know, are we really surprised about that? No.
No.
Um, I think that this is really after the performance that Brandon put on. He just did not win it. It was not a fluke. He really led a lot in that race, and really took it to to these guys that he still has speed. It just it just took a little while for him to close it out. So I hope he can keep the speed going and continue to grow at the end of the year.
Yes. And so anyway, so what do you what do you think we can expect uh with the wreck we saw this weekend? Don't forget Talladega still on the docket for I believe all three series. Correct me if I'm wrong, Seth.
I think that they're all there.
Yes. Um but um I hope we see a safe race and everybody skates, you know, safe. Cause Talladega, you go faster there, and I'm just worried. Are we going to see another issue? I said it before. Safety is number one in NASCAR. I have spoken to NASCAR, personnel and and yes, safety is number one in that sport.
Yeah, it is a safety concern. I don't think Daytona and Talladega are really interesting. They're very, very tough to fathom because it just doesn't seem real when they're out there because it's just ridiculous, right? You're going almost 200 miles per hour, bumper to bumper, pushing each other, inches by inches of each other. I mean, it is a craft. Those guys are really talented. Okay, that takes tremendous amount of will, and a bunch of racing ability, right? To be able to move through the lines, being able to do all of that. Thank you for the subscription, and it's just you don't know what you're going to see, right? You never know what you're going to see when it comes down to Talladega or Daytona. I mean, who would have known there was going to be a flip in Kansas? Like, it's really no matter where you are, there is always going to be that threat, you know. And these cars, they're amazing. They got really good equipment, right? But nothing is completely fail proof, right? Things occur, things happen. It's the part of the danger and um, danger of the sport. You just kind of got to hope and pray that nothing serious happens. You know.
Yeah. Um. Hello there. Um. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Um. And so.
You gain another subscriber, Justin. So
Oh.
he really appreciates that.
Yeah.
I really
Uh.
appreciate it.
So before we go, um, I do want to throw something out there, and this is what I want to throw out there. Um. Seth and I will do our best to kind of see what you guys want us to talk about, especially as the season becomes uh over here. With 5 weeks to go, I believe.
We're halfway through
Wow,
this. We're
five.
halfway through the chase.
Yeah, halfway through the case, man. 5 weeks. Can you believe that? It's all on one single hand.
It's bittersweet, right? You this is when it gets really, really exciting, and it's sad to see it slowly start to go away. So let's just make these 5 weeks last.
Um, But what I was going to say, the reason I bring that up is this show is not going away after the season. So we need things to talk about. So if you have any ideas what you want to talk about, um, shoot them, shoot them our way by contacting either myself on the Full Throttle Facebook page or contact. Can I contact you, Seth?
Uh, I don't really have a YouTube channel. I can leave my. I also post videos on TikTok. So if anyone wants to check that out, I'll make sure Justin can put it somewhere on the on Full Throttle page so that you guys can ask me questions or we can do things even further and maybe later on in the future to get a bigger audience for Justin, I would be happy to go live with him on there as well. Um, if he's open to that, Justin and I wouldn't have to talk about it. But it's gonna allow for a lot more growth, and I think we're gonna get a lot more questions.
Yeah. Um, and quite honestly, real quick, I'll give you 1 week to sing in your championship positions, and we'll see who is right. So 1 week from today, live on the show, you guys will be required, if you would please, to put your championship positions in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoy us talking racing and all types of different motorsports. I do want to apologize for the slow start tonight, but that will do it for this episode of Scott Your Engines.
That start your engines is always going to be on. We're not going to pull the key or anything. That's just going to be on 100% of the time. We're not letting go of the gas. You know what you need to do? Talk to your brother, talk to your sister, talk to your cousin, your mother, your father. Tell them about JP Full Throttle and make sure to send us an email, send us a chat. You know what it is. Save it, click it, send it. Let's see you guys do that. And we love to answer some of the questions you guys got. And I hope that we can continue to grow, especially as we kind of see how this show advances. And Justin and I are grateful for how much it has advanced, and how much more we're able to interact with you guys. And it can only get better from here. So, if you guys got any questions, make sure to throw it out there onto Justin's page. Pretty soon, I'm gonna have an ability where you guys can talk to me as well, and we'll make sure that we can always answer your questions. That's all that we want to do.
Very well said, Seth. This has been Scott Your Engines on the Full Throttle network of YouTube.
Bye,
Goodbye,
everybody.
everyone.